back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. So it's been a minute since I've flexed my makeup skills in like a serious way, so I decided to do like a classic Tiffany makeup look with color and blending and just, you know, a little something going on. So here we are. This is the look that I came up with. If you want to see how I got it, definitely make sure to keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that little notification bell. That way you get notified anytime that I make a new upload. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So of course, you guys already know I like to do hair first and then makeup afterward. So we're going to jump into the hair install first because we do have a new wig that I'd love to show you guys. This one is from Wowafrican Hair Company. Thank you so much to them for sending over this unit as well as sponsoring today's video. This is what the wig is giving. She's very cute. So she's got these balayage highlights going on. So it has like this really beautiful ombre. It's perfectly constructed. It has HD lace, so you know it's gonna blend to the skin like butter. And it's got these really beautiful curls in it that I love so much. It's so cute. This wig was definitely such a breeze to install. I didn't have to do any plucking. I didn't have to do any bleaching, barely any cutting. It was perfectly layered. This wig literally came with like all the things. So let's go ahead and install her. I used the same wig caps that came in like the packaging. Like I mentioned before, I didn't have to do any type of like customizing to this wig at all, like to the hairline. So me putting on this wig is just like literally like straight out the box. I didn't do anything to it, nothing at all. And you can already see like how perfect it looks like on the hairline. I don't know why I did this first, but I went ahead and cut away all of the lace first. Usually I go backwards when I'm installing a new wig. Today I was just kind of like, this wig just looks so perfect. So I went in with my scissors and just cut away the lace and just made sure that it matched like really close to like my natural hairline. Once I'm done cutting, I'm gonna go ahead and pull that lace back and start securing it with some lace adhesive. As always, I'm using my favorite lace adhesive. This is from Evan. I'm laughing because I literally use this lace adhesive in every single video. It's just my favorite. It's my go-to. I love the fact that it's water soluble. So if you're like me and you like to take off your wigs at night, this lace adhesive is literally perfect for you. So I'm going to start spraying that along the hairline there, and then section by section, I'm just going to start laying the lace down on top of the lace adhesive. I like to do about maybe I want to say like 2 layers of that lace adhesive just to really make sure that the lace is secure and, you know, it's not lifting off of the head. And just look how flawless that hairline is. It's so perfect. I didn't want to do too much with the edges, but it ended up being like, you know, a style, of course, because that's me, you know. I love some styled edges. I like a good swoop here and there. So today was definitely one of those days where I wanted to do some cute swoops. So I went in with my little razor comb situation, just trimmed up the hairline there to style some edges. And to style them, I used just a little bit of hair gel from 𝐃𝐄. This is their ultra glue gel, just the one that comes in like that black tube. And I went in with my edge brush and just did a couple of swoops along the hairline. And then I'm gonna go ahead and style the rest of the hair. I didn't really do too much as far as styling is concerned because the hair already came with like these really beautiful curls. So I just went in with my brush and just kind of like started brushing out those curls so they're a little bit less like, so the curls don't look so neat and perfect, you know? As you guys saw in the intro, I styled this wig into like a high ponytail. At this point, I wasn't really sure like how I wanted to style the hair. Plus, I really wanted to see what this wig looked like with just kind of like the curls down. But I will show you guys how I got that high ponytail later on in the video. So that's pretty much it for the hair install. A huge thank you again to Wowafrican Hair Company for sending over this unit. As always, I'm going to leave a link to this exact wig that I'm wearing down below in the description box. So if you have any questions or want to check it out, definitely check the description box. So now we're going to go ahead and pause with the hair and move on to this makeup look. So first off, excuse the lighting change. When I was filming this video, I started really early in the morning. The sun wasn't even like up yet. So at this point, like the sun was starting to rise, and the way that my filming setup is like set up, it's like right in front of a window that's like catches all of like the morning light. So the lighting situation is just completely different now, but it'll go back to normal eventually. But the first thing that I want to do for this makeup look is get into skin. I'm going to prime the skin first using this blurring primer from Huda Beauty. This is from their Glowish line. Then move on to my complexion products. The first complexion product that I use is from e.l.f. This is their Halo Liquid Glow Filter, and this one is in shade number 5. I've been really loving this particular product underneath my foundation. It just looks so beautiful. It gives the skin like a really nice glow without doing too much, and the fact that it has a little bit of pigment in there, it gives the skin a little bit of coverage, and it's just a beautiful product underneath foundation. So I'm going to start off with that. Once that's on, I'll go in with my foundation from 𝐿 This one is their Woke Up Like This foundation. The coverage on this foundation is definitely more medium to full coverage. So I'm going to try and use as little as possible because we already have that coverage going from the e.l.f. product. But again, I'm just going to apply this using the same brush that I used to apply that e.l.f. product. And once I have the foundation on, I'll go in with my beauty blender and just give everything a nice, final blend so the skin looks super smooth. The concealer that I'm using today is from Benefits. This one is their Boing Concealer. I've been loving this concealer so much. When it comes to concealer, I'm a full coverage girl. I love a full coverage concealer, and this Benefit one is definitely like right up my alley. She's definitely giving full coverage. So I'm gonna apply that onto the under eyes, and just like that foundation, I'm using a brush to blend and then going in with my sponge to smooth everything out. Concealer is on. I'm gonna add my liquid blush next. Of course, the best liquid blush on the market right now is probably this one from Rare Beauty. This is their Soft Pinch liquid blush, and I'm using this really beautiful terracotta, like orangey shade. It gives the skin that perfect amount of warmth and color. It's such a beautiful shade. I love this color so much. These little babies are super pigmented, so a little bit of this really does go a long way. I like to put a little bit on the back of my hand first, then dip my brush into it, so that way I'm not going too crazy with it, because sometimes when I just try to apply the blush directly onto my cheek, it just, it's just too much. It's like too much without even trying. Then I'm going to go ahead and start setting everything with a tad bit of powder. I'm using Laura Mercier's translucent powder, and this one is in the shade Honey. If you're like me and you like to bake, you definitely want to make sure to set your concealer first with a little bit of powder before you go into your bake. Please do not bake your under eyes on top of like fresh concealer that is not set. Because your under eyes are just gonna look all cakey and crazy, and you're not gonna like baking at all. If you want to try baking, apply your concealer first, then set like this with just a little bit of powder, and then go in with your bake. For bronzer, I've been really loving this particular product from Huda Beauty. You guys have seen me use this before. This is the Glowish Luminous Press Powder. I'm using shade number 11. The finish of the powder is literally in the name. It's very luminous. And I love that for a bronzer. I love these particular powders that have that bit of like luminosity to them. You also get like the coverage of the powder and the benefits of a powder without having like a completely flat, like matte type of look to the skin. I've considered actually going back to Sephora and picking up this powder in an even lighter shade, like maybe a shade that's like 2 or 3 shades lighter than me, to use as like an under eye brightening powder, just for like kicks and giggles, because the consistency of it and the finish is just so beautiful. I feel like it might work as like a really beautiful under eye setting powder. I'll get back to you guys with that though. I haven't tried it yet, but it sounds like a good idea in my head. So even though I used a liquid blush, I definitely want to kind of like reinforce that with a powder one. Blush is always the first thing to go when you're applying makeup, so it's nice to have like a powder blush on top of your liquid one so it lasts a little bit longer. The one that I'm using today is from Huda Beauty as well. This is their Cheeky Vegan Blush in the shade Caring Coral. So that'll be it for skin at this point. I'm gonna pause there. I let that bake sit there while I did one eye off camera, so this is what the eye look is giving. It's definitely giving like purple sunset vibes. Oh, I love this eye look so much. It came out so cute. Right now my brows are just like super wild and crazy. I've been growing them out for a little bit, so they're not like shaped at all. They're just kind of like all over the place. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows first with my pomade and just kind of create the shape that I want. Once I have the brow shape kind of completed, you'll see me go in with my little razor here and start getting rid of any extra hair that's like outside of the shape that I just created with that brow pomade. This is the technique that I like to use when I'm like shaping my eyebrows. I've been doing this technique literally since I was like 14. My mom actually showed me how to do my brows this way, and I've just been sticking with this technique ever since then. She's like the first one that warned me against tweezing my eyebrows and everything, because she went through the whole 90s experience of like tweezing eyebrows and stuff and saw how horrid that was. So she just kind of like advised me to just stick with a razor, and since I was like 14, I've just been kind of following that technique. Now it's time to get into this eye look. So I'm gonna walk you guys through like what I did with this eye look, because I was a bit all over the place. Like I was kind of like here and there, and yeah, it was like a little bit chaotic. So I'm gonna walk you guys through. But first things first, you definitely want to make sure to prime the eyes for sure. I'm using this primer from Be Perfect to prep the eyelids. I'm gonna apply that onto the lid space and just make sure to blend from there. And I'm also going to set this with some translucent powder. First eyeshadow is gonna come from this really cute palette from Be Bella Cosmetics. It was done in collaboration with the Must Be Cindy, and the color that I'm gonna be using first is called Double Life. It's this really beautiful like deep maroon berry type of color. So I'm gonna apply that on to the outer corner. I'm also gonna apply it onto the lower lash line as well. I'm gonna start with a really tiny brush and just kind of like create the wing type of shape that I'm going for, and then I'll switch over to a much fluffier brush to fill in like the outer corner and make sure to blend everything out. The next one is going to be from a different palette. This one's from Be Perfect Cosmetics. It's their Carnival 3 palette done in collaboration with Stacey Marie. And this color that I'm using next is called Ginger. So I'm going to use that to blend out our first shade. And this one's going to just act as like our transition color. So it's going to go on like the outermost portion of the crease. And again, I'm using a really fluffy brush to apply this because I want this color to be super soft and to be like a really beautiful like transition color and just blend everything out. Third color is also from the Carnival 3 palette. This one is the shade Blackberry. It's this really intense, like super beautiful, vibrant purple. I wanted to add a little bit of extra like smokiness to this look, and I thought this color would be perfect for that. So I'm gonna apply that just onto the outer corner and the outer portion of the lower lash line. And then for my lid shadow, I'm going in with shades Lilac and Tahiti. I kind of like mixed those two colors together and applied that onto the lid using a flat shader brush from Sigma. As I'm applying this color, I'm kind of making sure to blend it into the outer corner so it has like a nice soft transition between dark to light. So this is where things kind of get a little chaotic. I went back in with that maroon type of color called a Double Life, that first color that we applied from the Be Bella Cosmetics palette. And I started applying that on to the lash line. So I started off with this color first and realized that I kind of wanted to do a little bit more. So then I decided, okay, I'm just gonna add like a little inner corner wing. So I used this liner from Haus Labs. So it's like a really cute like dark purple, but this eyeliner wasn't like cutting it for me. So I ended up switching over to another eyeshadow, so that shade of Blackberry from the Carnival 3 palettes, and used that to create the inner corner wing. For the waterline, I used this like cream apricots color from Melt Cosmetics and just popped that onto the waterline to brighten that space up. Oh, but that's it. I thought there was more to this eye look. I guess it wasn't as chaotic as I thought. But yeah, so at this point, that's pretty much it for eyeshadows and stuff. So I just went in with some mascara. I used some mascara from Milk Makeup. This is their Kush mascara. And then did some lashes. The lashes that I'm using are from Lily Lashes. And these ones in the style Milan. Love these lashes. Super cute, very fluffy. And they've got like that nice cute like flare look to them. So, you know, they look perfect with like these like winged out eye looks. You know, I gotta do a little nose highlight. I feel like that's like one of my signatures, you know, when I'm going in with like full glam. So I'm using my favorite little highlighter right now from Rare Beauty. This is their Positive Light highlighter in the shade Flaunt. And then I'm going to finish this look up with a little lip combo. I'm going to use a mixture of 2 lip liners. One is from Sephora. This is their gel lip liner in shade Rosewood. Love these lip liners from Sephora. They're so good, as well as the price point. So I'm gonna go in with that liner first, and then I'll apply my darker one from NYX. This is the Line Loud lip liner in shade Replicant. Just a really thin line around the outer lip line is perfect. And then for lipstick, I'm using this one from Rare Beauty. This is their matte lip cream in shade Elevate. It's a really cute like nude. You guys know how much I love a nude. So I'm gonna apply that and just make sure to blend that in to the lip liner. And I think that's pretty much it for the look. I'm just gonna finish up using some setting spray. I love this one from Benefit. This is their Professional Super Setting Spray. I used this on a friend's a couple of days ago to do like her makeup, and I used this particular setting spray on her, and we were both like amazed about like how fine the mist on this setting spray is. But yeah, love this setting spray. It's so good, and it just smells amazing too. So there goes the makeup. She's all dolled up, looking cute. So let me go ahead and show you guys like how I did this hairstyle, because as soon as I was done with the makeup, I was like, oh yeah, this hair is definitely gotta change. Definitely gotta do something different with the hair. Plus I feel like you can't really see like the blonde at the ends all that well, and I kind of wanted to like highlight that a little bit more. So I thought a really cute high ponytail would be perfect. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the look, guys. This is the full look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so very much for watching. If you are at the end here, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think of the look down below in the comments. I will definitely be coming back with some more like colorful makeup now that we're kind of rolling into the summer, and I'm very excited about it. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's look. Thank you so much for watching again. Sending you all lots of love, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.